Hey, welcome back. This is Doki Doki Literature Club again. So who should I read my poem to first? Also, I hate my editor. I am not a simp! I guess Monika. I should start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want to know I want her to know that I'm putting in effort.
Hi, Bill. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
I'm really not. I'm in hell. Help me. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
Not being here and not existing.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Just don't infect me with your glitch virus. Of course I will be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Hahaha. Don't worry, Bill. Whoa, we're
Today's the first day.
Oh, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. I hand Monika my poem.
Great job, Bill. I was going ooh in my head while I was reading it. It's really metaphorical.
It's really I swear that's a thing I've heard. Just like it's really I can't fucking speak apparently today. It's really fucking Jesus Christ, I can't move it past.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
Fuck you, bitch. Never underestimate me. I have the powers of God and enemy on my side.
Something keeps tickling my ears, and I hate it.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations, though.
Yeah.
That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Haha, that's not very fair at all. Well, I guess it worked anyway.
See? It worked.
You know that Yuri would like this kind of writing, right? I totally said that correct. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes it feels like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality.
It's not detached, it's deranged. And that's because you infected it.
I don't mean that like in a bad thing though. I don't mean that in like I don't mean it. Jesus fucking Christ, can I please read it speak today? I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably much more interesting. It's probably a much more interesting place for her. And who can blame her? I control it. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. Because you're secretly giving me happiness. Happiness. Shit, I broke the spit. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. I know I'm not, and you're just feeding me that indulgement. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on so strongly. Excuse my words. Like earlier. I think if she gets too simulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
That I could actually see that for regular Yuri. I could actually see that for her. Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started...
Sharted? No, I am not shit farting.
Well, we all started sharing our our poems with each other. Already? I mean, I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
Bullshit. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, my brain just kicked in. The blue sky... The Doki Doki Blue Sky DLC mod? One of those two? I will not be playing it. I don't think it's made by the creators of the game, and it takes out the horror aspect of, it takes the horror out of this horror game, so it's like, why the fuck, why should I do this? Hole in the wall. He wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically gazed at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Oh, excuse me. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling. Yeah, scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there, swallowing my fears. I brandish my pen. What? Me? Why me?
So, what do you think?
It's very, freeform, I think, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. I just go, yes, it's good, okay. I'm just like, yes, no, not really, okay.
That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines.
Sorry, I had an itch and it, like, forced me to look up.
When performed out loud, it can be really
powerful. Yes, powerful. That's how you say that word, powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it, but I guess you could say that I had some...
Epiphany.
Some kind of epiphany recently. It's been
Jesus Christ, I cannot speak.
It's been influencing my poems a little bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. God, I do not need to warm up because I've like been talking throughout the day. It's just like, yeah, it's just like, yes, I shall tongue my, I shall tongue I shall tie myself thy tongue. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get just a big dark puddle of ink, but sometimes that's the point. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Why skip there? Thanks for listening. What? Why was skip there? Why is skip here? What? I don't understand. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten up. Exceptional. Yeah? What? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous about for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? None. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. I've written jack shit. This is my first time writing poetry. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Ha-ha! You're accused! She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason why I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. That's fair. Isn't this the same thing we just did with Sayuri around? In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. Okay. The end result is that both of the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor is totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for, since you are a beginner. There are many different styles and techniques that go into writing, even for a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all things come with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not really sure if Yuri is apologizing to me, to herself, me, or Natsuki. What, Oh, okay. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. Oh my god, this is hard for me. I can't read cursive. The last remaining streetlight the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Nice. I'm sorry, I have such a— You have cursive! It's just me who can't read your handwriting! I'm the dumbass here! Do not apologize! What? No, I wasn't thinking that at all. It's just I can't read— I can barely read cursive. It's my bad. But it took you such a long time to read. What the fuck did I just say? I can't read cursive! Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Bill. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Yeah, that's fair. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Could this— Even though it's being written by Yuri, could this be like a good symbolism for Monika? I feel like it could. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. You're supposed to be impressive too, so... Nah, you're giving me too much credit. If anything, I probably would have learned a thing from two. I could probably learn a thing from... Fucking Christ, I'm going to stab my tongue! If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Bill. Me too. Thanks. Excuse me. Ugh, I am just burpy.
Well, isn't it? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said I was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can leap. Crickets... Monkeys can climb! Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it?
Well, because Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Gosh. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Look at this one.
Yeah, like, I also like the ending a lot.
Ah,
Why am I burpy?
seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening.
Why is there a skip? That is bugging me!
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simply writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro, haha! I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you?
Oh yeah, Sayori's gone. I was like, no, Sayori's the youngest one. Sayori's not here. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old someone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's that. Oh, okay, yeah, no. So that skip was just to skip over that section. Okay, got it. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocrity writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of God, do I have to warm up in this video? God. That's my Peter Piper, bop, 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 bop. Yes, you get to hear me warm up because I am not muting again. I am only muting to take drinks of my drink. I want to suck your blood. Blah 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 blah. I want to suck your blood. Blah 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 blah. Okay, they gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling about giving up.
Again, I feel like that could also be a symbolism. I feel like well, I guess that's the fucking point. But I feel like what the characters write, the poems, Jesus Christ, why can I not speak? I'm having an aneurysm over here. I feel like the poems that the characters write can either be, it's like a short descriptive thing about, it's short descriptive personality description of them, or Monika, I should say. I don't know.
How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean that you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out as nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If you're looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Bill did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something something particularly inspiring to me. Which I haven't yet. And Bill liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Yes, this music. I fucking love this music. Ah!
That's not what You're just...
Yuri sets up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Bill appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Huh? And how would you know that he doesn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
I know. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't there whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Bill started showing up.
That's false. I fucking love this music. I can't take anything seriously with this. Like Batman could be drilling Joker with this scene and I would be laughing. I just can't. Also,
Catfight Part 2? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
Oh god, I can't do both voices. This doesn't involve you!
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What?
Me? Look who's talking like, hey, you want to be edgy, bitch?
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves and...
Excuse me. And if you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can just counterbalance your toxic personality by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? I don't like what's happening here. I am very much like... panic. I feel danger. I am not safe. What the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Hey, yeah, go on. Let Bill hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Bill, she's trying to make me look bad. I don't think it's you or Natsuki. I think it's just Monika being like, yes, puppet stands for me. Make him end up with me.
That's not true, she started it!
What? What was my text?
What? What? Why can't I? Why? Hi, Monika. Hi. Hey, Bill. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Yes, please. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out like this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Haha. Some president I am I right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I mean, like, stepping out, letting them fight, and then, like, making them act in line is a way instead of shouting them and, like, drilling them. So, you are technically doing good. Like, I know not everyone will like it, but it is a way to, like, scorn them. Also, I hate that there's no music. I'm like, there should be music. Why is there no music? There should be music. Why is there no music? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I wish I just had... I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Yeah, I get it. Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Whoa, hey, the tears. She quickly runs away. What the fuck did I do? Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it! I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, but I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Yeah, I have no idea what Yuri might have said or did. Bill, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. There's something wrong with you in general. Monika is infecting you with a glitch virus. That's what I'm calling it, by the way, glitch virus, because it's like, ah yes, glitches. It's fine, Yuri. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forgive you. We'll forget about it all by tomorrow. Completely. Yeah, because you're gonna fucking delete her brain, or her memory of today. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility for today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Bill. It would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Oh, yeah, why? That legit scared me. So, it's been a good video. I'll end it here. Holy crap, that actually scared me, and I'm like, how do I untense? Just force the shoulders and the hands to come down. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Shit's going down real fast. Check out other stuff on my channel, like Minecraft, League of Legends, Omari, Bendy and the Ink Machine. And, I did a Try Not to Laugh challenge. So yeah. With that, I will see you guys in the next issue. See ya!